Welcome SayYES family, it's your boy Boro, and today we're gonna go over the top vegan mistakes I made as a rookie, alright? So if you're transitioning into being a vegan, or you just started and you wanna stay on your toes, like I said, hints and tips for y'all, to keep you sharp on your game. First of all, before I even get into the things I did, I'm gonna give you a little background. I was a vegetarian I was a pescatarian, matter of fact. I was eating seafood, all right? So I decided I want to cut out chicken and meat, but I was like, you know what? The water is more healthier or whatever. And I was eating seafood, and I was still consuming dairy products, especially cheese and pizza and cheese on my sandwiches and cheesy everything. Like, I was a cheese crackhead, like, for real. Anyways, so then, I decided I wanted out. Like, I wanted out. I was, eating. I was on a vegetarian diet. Like, I was realizing what type of craving and addiction I had with sweets and sugars, and I just started to slowly trim that out or whatever. But I just knew I had to up my fruits and veggies, and I didn't want to be a cheese crackhead anymore. So I knew I had to get that on my diet. So when I was all charged up, one of the first things I did is I stole my ass to a fruit market, and I bought every fruit, berry, melon that was up in that bitch. Like, I bought it all. You feel me? I'm just here plucking this, putting this in the bag, getting this, getting that, and I didn't come in there with no recipes, like, in my head premeditated. Like, I'm just thinking I'm gonna be eating all of this. Like, I'm gonna just be, raw diet. Like, it's lit. And then I realized, like, damn, like, there's a little bit more thought to this than I thought. And it's like, I should have known better. I was doing, I was already vegetarian and stuff, but you would have thought, because I was a vegetarian, that I was having a high intake of fruits and vegetables and doing different things. But there's a line between a vegetarian and vegan. That's why a vegetarian is called a vegetarian and a vegan is called a vegan, and you can't mix those two. And there's some things that when you cross from the vegetarian to the vegan side, like everything ain't valid. Like, nah, that's a no-no. Like, we don't eat that here. Nah, that's a no-no. We ain't doing that. We don't play that. Yeah, I had to change up the scenery. The sun was going down, so I wasn't getting all that, I love that natural, like, and now I'm working with light bulbs and all that other nonsense. But back to where we left off. You just want to make sure that you take time to do some education on some substitute vegan recipes for the foods you like. If you like pizza, learn how to make vegan pizza, learn how to make vegan pastries, and just learn things to do with the new fruits and veggies you come across. I love to juice, like I said, so you could go ahead and do the juicing thing to, like, add that in your regimen. And you just want to be creative before you go ahead and buy the whole store. Like, don't do that, because you're just going to be lost, and you're going to end up with a whole fridge of expired stuff after some time, which is gonna come, and you're gonna regret all the money you spent. So don't be like me. Meal prepping is key. It basically ties to number one, making sure you want to get recipes and you want to be educated before you go ahead and get the groceries. But however, meal prepping is the action of taking time away in your week to prepare a lot of foods for the rest of the week. And I advise guys, like, if you want to do that on, like, a Sunday, let's say, and you want to prepare a whole bunch of foods on Sunday, and for some reason you didn't have enough money to get enough food for the rest of the week, or you was too tired to make that much food for the week, or whatever it is, you always just want to, as a vegan, or anybody that has a specific diet, really, to just always make sure you get enough for something that lasts you the next 4 days, and be able to just prepare 2-3 things and have that to just go have your smoothies in the morning. Like, all right, this is for my next few days in the morning, and I can eat this for the lunch for the next few days, and I know what I'm working with. I know what I have in the house that I could grab and go with, or what needs to be prepared. Like, you want to be on point with these things, so you always know where your meals are coming from. And yeah, it just helps you to really keep yourself organized. I try to make meal prepping as fun as possible for me. I'm always looking for new recipes and stuff online, and I'm actually always experimenting and doing things with foods myself. So that's really where the fun comes with being a vegan. and just knowing that you eating something that tastes real good and you made it or you learned to make it and you realize it wasn't that hard and it's healthy as hell. Number 3, a funny thing I did when I was around this time where I was all inspired to be a vegan, like I was just around here convincing everybody in the streets to turn vegan. Like I was Jehovah Witness, the vegan version. Like I was knocking on everybody's doors with like a whole broccoli pop in my hand, telling dudes to convert to eating natural foods and whatnot. And you don't want to turn into a preacher. You just want to go ahead and practice your lifestyle and keep the discipline of self-respect and self-love by doing what you're doing, you know, because that's what it is. When you're conscious of what you're putting in your body, that is a form of self-respect and self-love. And everybody has their own process, everybody has their own path, and it's good to enlighten people. It's good to inform people when asked, or inform when you know somebody's interested or is open-minded. But you don't want to be that vegan that when you come around, everybody's like, oh man, here we go. Like you don't want to be that person, all right? So don't set yourself up for that. Just go ahead and practice what you practice, and teach other people by your actions. And it mostly is gonna happen like that because there's gonna come around a time where somebody wants to. Like somebody's thinking about eating better in their head, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna think of you, call you, and then that's opportunity for you to help somebody else. Or if you live in a household and you're preparing something that looks really good, and you know it happens with my mom a lot, but I know she's gonna stick to her diet, you know. But I'll be preparing something in the house, and she'll be like, "Oh, what's that? For me, what's that? Like, let me taste some of that or whatever." Like, you know, that people get interested like that. It's food at the end of the day. So yeah, don't become the big vegan preacher. Like, it's not attractive. It ain't cute, man. All right, now this mistake is actually not a mistake I made, but this is a mistake I see other people make on their journeys, or this is something I hear people complain about. And like, you know, if you're somebody that went from eating 3 to 4 meals a day, heavy meals, and you know probably had a high intake of chicken and meat or whatever, just I guess animal products, but you had a good number of meals a day, don't get, you know, a bunch of kale, all right, and fruits, and then a small limited amount of fruits, and just keep your food limited to that group, and just be like, yo man, like, yeah, I can't do this vegan thing, man. Like yo, I can't be eating grass all day. Like, I hate that line. Y'all don't understand how many times I hear that line. What you want me to do? Eat grass all day? So with that being said, you want to get filling foods. You want to be satisfied on your diet. You want to eat and be as filled up as you was before. But when you're dealing with vegan and natural foods, you're actually feeding the body in a way more nutritious way, because that food is electric and it's alkaline and it's actually feeding our cells. Dead food cannot feed our cells. Our cells are electric. Do your research. However, that's another video. But you just want to make sure that, you know, when you prepare your foods, it's portioned in a way that is filling, and you know, when you after the meal, you be like, oh, that was good, like that, I'm satisfied, like, you know. And you're not just cutting yourself off to like just a little kale salad and, you know, a little couple shredded croutons, and like, my guy, like, feed yourself. You can eat. You could be a vegan and eat food. That's like, we still do that. So guys, that was just a couple of brief tips on things to not stumble upon and try to prevent on your vegan journey. You know, this is still a journey for me. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and I want to grow together with y'all guys, and just, you know, make sure we can engage, go back and forth, and make things more fruitful, literally, for the both. Make sure to like if you like this video, comment, let's engage, and follow us on Instagram at SayYES_lifestyle, hashtag the vegan vloggers. All right guys, so stay tuned. Peace.
Living life to the fullest.
Yeah.
Living life. I said we living life.